Today I'm going to discuss one thing here, guys. It's about is a foreigner should have a car in China or not. Why I want to discuss about that? Because that's a really one issue which is quite pissed me off. Because everyone know my husband have a car from a long time ago when he lived in Shenzhen. Because at that moment he because at that moment he lived not in a town, like in the Buji, and he always have to go some different area to walk there. So he have to get a car, then he can drive through all the different areas to walk. But when we move in town, which means when we live in the Futian, then he use less because the subway is super convenient, and also easy to get a taxi or use the app, the Didi to call a taxi. So it's really much more convenient. So he use a car less already. And so why I will mention about that is because why I don't suggest, because it's to deal with the traffic point. It's really annoying. I can say, I don't know how. I know my husband will disagree with me when I say this sentence, but in my opinion, when my husband drive in China, he's not really a good driver. I know he will disagree with me because I know when he drives in America, he's really a good driver. I can say that because the road is bigger and the less crazy driver on the road, which make he also can drive easily, and also we follow the rule for sure. But in China, on the road, always have some people, they don't follow the road. They will cut your line and without flashing, and also sometimes they're just doing some crazy thing, and which is always make my husband angry, and he will do some crazy thing as well because he's angry, and he's even it's a revenge. So that's why every time when we go out use a car, he also most of the time we will meet some crazy driver, and he will become a crazy driver as well. That's why also make him have some traffic fine. Sometimes it's overspeed. Most of them is overspeed because he have to go to Huizhou a lot. I think maybe they have some tricky thing happen on the road, because always at the same location he will get that traffic fine. So overspeed he get a lot, and maybe also one very expensive and big one. It's when he take the emergency sign, but that actually have a reason that time is because the car try to push him. So make him only can take the emergency way, and also that car was recording when he drive. So after that, maybe that car send the video to the traffic policeman, and they make it record. So they get the punishment to my husband, which is annoying. And also to deal with the traffic fine. If the traffic fine you got in the Shenzhen city, okay, that's easy because you can deal with the Shenzhen traffic police station. You can deal with that in there. But if also if it's out of Guangdong, if you get the traffic fine out of Guangdong or in the Shenzhen city, you can all deal with that in Shenzhen police station. But if you get the traffic fine out of Shenzhen but in the Guangdong, then they won't help you to deal with that. You have to go to the different city, like for example, like if you get the traffic fine in Dongguan, you have to go to Dongguan. And if you got the traffic fine in the Huizhou, you have to go to Huizhou again, which is so inconvenient, right? But in this 1 or 2 years, they change it, they update the system a lot, which just means super convenient for Chinese people because we have ID card. So they make a machine. They make a machine for the Chinese people to use. They only just, doesn't matter where you get the traffic fine. The whole country, the whole city, or whole Guangdong area, doesn't matter where you get the fine. You just use your ID card and use your bank account, and of course, all connect to the same phone number, and you just face to the app. Maybe only take 5 minutes, then you can deal with all of them, which is super convenient. But unluckily, only work for the Chinese ID card. So the passport, sorry, they can't make it, which just means my husband can't deal with that. So every year we just have to watch his tail point ways again, and the traffic fine getting more and more and more, and we can't deal with that. So which is bad, because kind of break the rule, right? I also can help to deal with that kind of traffic fine, but still not enough because I only have a tail as well. But so that situation I also feel is quite annoying because the people like my husband, they really want to fix their mistake, want to pay and to deal with all the traffic fine, but they couldn't because they make it too difficult. Like I have to go to the different city to deal with all the different traffic fine. This is really inconvenient because maybe when you're on the way to there, you will get another new one, right? So I'll just, so my point is, if you really have to get a car in China, please must make sure you drive very safely. Don't get any traffic fine. Then it's fine. Then you can use your car. Everything will be fine. There's no drama thing to use that. But if you get the traffic fine, you really be prepared because you're going to deal with a lot of drama and difficult. That's my suggestion. So I hope you learned something, and see you next time.